All right, with great pleasure, we welcome back to the show Victor Davis Hanson, Senior Fellow at the Hoover Institution. Victor, it's great to see you. Thanks for coming back on. Just a little bit of Iran. I don't know, from a political standpoint, the media doesn't want to report any good news, with a few exceptions, including this network. But most of the media wants to report only bad news, ignore the good news. Most of them don't want to even listen to Donald Trump, even though he's transparent. He talks to everybody all the time. And this business about a forever war, he's trying to end the forever war. This isn't going to be forever. Mr. Trump's trying to end a 50 or 47-year war. So what's going on with all this bad politicking?
Well, I think on the left, people feel that the longer they can characterize the war as some kind of disaster that'll drive his polls down before the midterms, and the longer the shutdown goes on, it'll slow the economy. We saw that with the reconfigured fourth quarter GDP, that the first shutdown did affect the economy. So they're trying to do anything they can in lieu of an agenda. And what they're really worried about, Larry, is we haven't seen anything quite like this before, where a president comes in and wants to reset the entire Latin American political ideological map with Venezuela, Cuba, and now the whole Middle East. And if Trump were to be successful, that would be a foreign policy triumph that no president in living memory had even attempted, much less carried off. So the stakes are pretty high for the left. They feel that he'll be a Reagan-esque or even greater president if this works, and they're going to try to stop it.
Well, he's changing the course of history, and boy, is that important. It's just so totally important. But, you know, Victor, it's interesting also, look, Fox poll, the McLaughlin poll, the Rasmussen poll, they're all showing support. I mean, in fact, it seems like the support for Mr. Trump in Iran is rising quite a bit, actually.
Yeah, I think it is. I mean, we had the first Gulf War that was always considered the ideal war, 4 days on the ground, only 42 days in total, and we lost tragically, but 300 people to take over basically Iran, but we didn't even remove Saddam. But this has only been about 17 days, and we have far fewer casualties, and Iran is a much more ambitious project. So I think that they know that what's happened is kind of miraculous, and that we're getting close to really pressuring the regime, especially the way we divided the labor between the Israelis and us. We're going after the material Iran, they're going after the command and control Iran.
It's really quite remarkable. You're exactly right. Military and intelligence and the Mossad and our CIA. So, you know, the Democrats are on the wrong side of this war, Victor. Point number one. Point number two, yes, the Democrats are on the wrong side of the voting ID. Save America. They're on the wrong side of that, and they're all on the wrong side of the DHS business because people are annoyed they have to wait 4 hours, you know, to take their spring break. I mean, this just seems to me like Democrats are making mistake after mistake. If the Republicans would jump on it and make the right messaging, the midterms might turn out quite a bit differently from consensus wisdom.
They are, but in defense of the Democrats, they have no choice. They have no agenda. So what's missing, Larry, is they don't say, we don't like your wall, we don't like your policy, here's what we want to do, go back to Biden. Or they say, we don't like what you're doing in Iran, we had a better exit from Afghanistan, or we were better on Ukraine, or we let all of Latin America kind of grow increasingly socialist, communist, or we have a better crime fighting, or the Biden economy was wonderful. So they don't have an agenda. It's just nihilism, just negative, negative, negative. And I think it'll finally tire the American people out, as those polls are starting to show.
Well, that's the thing. I think the biggest surprise is going to be Iran, because I think, you know, when polls ask, do you want to stop Iran's nuclear capabilities or stop their, you know, the biggest state sponsor of terrorism? They've been that way now for 40 years plus. It's been a forever war. People want to end it. I think they're rooting. I don't think it's going to go on 6 months or 12 months. I think it goes on another month or so, fine, or even 2 months. I'm in no rush, but it's up to the military people. I'm just saying the biggest mistake the Democrats made, the biggest sleeper issue in the midterms may be Iran, Victor.
Yeah, and remember that earlier last year when Donald Trump was very sober and judicious and cautious, they called him a taco. Trump always chickens out on Iran and other things. So it's not that they have a policy, it's just that whatever Donald Trump does, they want to do the opposite, even though that's usually a 70-30 issue and they're on the 30% end. And they don't see what's happening to them. But more power to them if it hurts them.
Yeah, it's really something. Victor, it's great to see you again. Thank you. Come back on. Victor Davis Hanson, everybody. Terrific stuff.